Well, good morning, guys. We are headed north on Highway 24 in northeast Wyoming, headed to Devil's Tower, which just came into view as we went over a little hill. Well, we made it to the entrance gate of the National Monument, and we got a little bit of a line up. Off to the right, though, is a office for a KOA campground, which is right outside the gate. And then to our left, there's can't see it, but there's a trading post. Looks like a little grocery store there. So we'll be heading into the gate, or heading into the park here in a minute. Continuing along the road, we come to our turnoff for the campground. And it's also a turnoff if you're pulling a trailer, but you're not camping, but you want to go up to the visitor center, because they don't allow trailers beyond this turnoff here. So you turn off on this road and go down there, and you come to a little parking lot that's designed to, where you can designed to drop your trailer and then proceed up to the visitor center, but we'll be continuing on to the campground. After the pay station, we drove down the road there and drove through Loop B first. And as you notice, you'll see a lot of, almost all the sites are pull-throughs. And we didn't see anything there, so we drove over to Loop A and ended up finding a nice spot in Loop A. Hey guys, today was a travel day, and so we have left the Black Hills of South Dakota and we headed west. We're on our return leg of our trip here, and the first stop is we came along Highway 16 and came up to Devil's Tower, which you can see behind me, although it's behind that tree right at the moment. But I'll show you a picture of what it looks like out our dinette window. So that's pretty cool. But we'll got here this afternoon, got set up, and we'll be doing some hiking. I think I'm going to try to do the loop trail. There's a couple of loops that go around there, so I'll try to do some loops around there. And I'll show you we're in the Belle, I guess it's Belle Fourche Campground. Anyway, we're in the campground here right in the park, and it's dry camping, so I'll show you a little of that too. Oh, and also, just in case you didn't remember who we were, hopefully you got that. Had to show that too because daughter gave me the shirt, so I got to make sure I wear it a little bit. Okay, we are in A loop number 8. And there's the wife relaxing. Got a little bit of clouds right now, but we did have some sun. And I'll show you some of the... Let me walk out and I'll show you what the site looks like. Yeah, just show you a little bit. A loop, and there's the center area of the loop. Goes around. And there's the tower right there. And you got these nice red rocks off in the distance there. It's more towards, that's towards the entrance to the whole monument area. Anyway, we got A8. I think I said B, but we're actually A8. Little pull through. Pull throughs have kind of a narrow road in there, so I noticed I kind of crossed their little logs and went on the grass a little, but anyway. And come around here. And that's our setup there. Got the dog pen up, got a fire pit, and of course here's the other one right next to us, actually, right here. So probably a little tight, but not too bad. And this is, that over there is B loop, and they got restrooms, and the restrooms are flush toilets, so it's pretty nice. Wow, sun's starting to go away a little bit. I was really counting on some solar this afternoon, but well, we got some dark thunderheads coming this way, so we'll have to wait this afternoon and see if we get a little thunder shower here. And of course, here's the view from our campground looking out to this meadow. Those buildings way in the far distance there's a, just outside the park entrance, there's a little cafe, and KOA camp is right there also. And there's a little trading post, they call it. But anyway, this is what we can look like here for a view here. It's great. Quick correction, it's Belle Fourche is the name of the campground. That's also the name of the river that runs down through the valley and kind of goes around the perimeter of the campground there. It's kind of like, so it's, yeah, got that corrected. Well, good morning, guys. We are going to head out on what they call the Red Beds Trail, which is like a 3-mile trail that goes around Devil's Tower. So, let me get my stick here. So, we are going to be heading up, take a trail that goes around that one. There's another one that goes around that also, they call it the Tower Trail. And it's we're not going on that one today. Oh, we might do it this afternoon. But that one's real close. But this one goes around the tower and does some other things. So come on, let's see what we can find. Well, I've got some buddies here on the trail. There's a prairie dog town out here, so the trail goes right through their area there. Yeah, hello there, buddy. How you doing this morning, huh? Oh, you're a show dog. Yeah. Well, okay, we gotta get going. Okay, just doing some hiking here. Getting up the pretty much straight up and down here. So we'll see what we can Keep trudging along here. Show you in a second here. I'll show you what this trail does. Yeah, there's the trail. And we're going up that way. Yeah, here's a little view part way up. You can see the Belle Fourche River there. Campground right there in the center. You can see the river kind of goes around the campground, at least on 3 sides. And there's a valley out there. Okay, we made it to the junction here with the Red Beds Trail and where the South Trail meets up with it. The South Trail goes right into the campground. So we're heading, gonna turn around and head that way and do a counterclockwise hike around the Devils. Okay, still on the, of course we're on the Red Beds Trail, but just to give you an idea, this is what it kind of looks like here. A little rocky in this point. As you go down through here, we're going on a decline. And looking over towards, that's where the entrance to the park is, or the monument. Okay, I think I figured out why they call it the Red Beds Trail. Let me see if I can. The trail now is kind of on this red dirt. And let me slowly turn this camera here. And as you can see, yeah, got these kind of red cliffs. There's the Belle Fourche River down there also. Okay, now we know why they call this the Red Beds Trail. That's the trail over on the other side there. Pretty neat, beautiful. Okay, we're up, oh, looks like we're on about the northeast corner of the tower up there. And you can see the trail going through the grass area. That's kind of what that on the north side of it looks like. Kind of a forested grassland. Just wanted to let you know, yeah, I just came down that trail, came down here. I got the signs here. The Red Bed Trail goes off that way. But there's also a trail. I just met the guy that's camped across from us. He's going to do that one. That one goes to connection to the Joyner Ridge Trail. So yeah, if you carry the little map they give you, you can find out right where you are by these little intersections. So, but we're just going to finish the Red Beds Trail today. Well, we went down to those red beds, and now we're working our way back uphill. And I think we're going to get closer to the Devil's Tower there. Well, train's changed. I'm on the north side of Devil's Tower, and as you can see, looking down the trail there, yeah, we're in a pretty wooded area now. So, yep, we're on the getting close to the visitor center, and then we'll go past that and connect up with that south trail back into the campground. Yeah, I was walking through the woods here and started just noticed all these trees that have been knocked down. I mean, they were not chopped down. You look at those stumps there, and they were blown over. It looks like, in fact, look at that one. It snapped off up high. So yeah, quite the windstorm they must have had. Okay, finished the hike. Coming back down to the road, just about to go into, take the trail back into the campground. Gonna see if I can make it through Prairie Dog Town without being attacked. Today we decided to take a hike on the Tower Trail, do a clockwise hike. And as you can see in the picture there, it is a paved trail that goes all the way around the tower. Along the way, we noticed several pieces of fabric hanging in some of the trees around next to the trail, and then we ran into the sign here that told us what those pieces of fabric were representing, and so that was interesting. As we went around the trail, we found a viewpoint that went right up against the boulder field, which I decided I was going to climb out on that, which you're allowed to climb out on the boulder field. You can go right up to the base of the tower, but you can't climb on the tower unless you get a climbing permit. So come along, and let's take several pictures as we walk around the base of the tower. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along on our journeys.